Good afternoon, friends, and welcome to Heart of America Conference baseball play as the Mid-America Nazarene University Pioneers take on the Clarke Pride. You know, it should be a good one here today. The Pioneers went 2-0 yesterday, or Sunday, yesterday. Today's games were supposed to be played yesterday, moved to today, not so they didn't have to play in the tundra. Is kind of what it felt like yesterday. We had 18-mile-per-hour winds and 20-degree weather, so happy they moved the game to today where it's a little warmer, 32 degrees, and only 7-mile-per-hour winds going about left center, so I expect to see some deep ones hit today by this Pioneer team.
Yeah, we got better hitting conditions today, even though it is still freezing. Last time the wind was blowing in. This time it's not going to hurt you that much, so hopefully the Pioneers can lose a couple balls today.
Absolutely, that is certainly the hope. Maybe we'll see Dio Cornette or AJ McMahon get one out there.
Sure.
I mean, even Bryson Hamilton had that hit the other day on deep double into left center field as the Pioneers take the field. It would have been a home run in today's conditions, I certainly think.
Probably. Set the defense for the Pioneers. Tyler Frieders on the mound. Bryson Hamilton behind the plate. Noah Castillo at first. Dio Cornette at second. Javi Melendez at third. Bryson Sherwood at short. Sean Maple in left. Drew Woodley in center. Frank Vogel in right. McMahon will DH. You got Frieders' numbers there in front of you?
So a very familiar Pioneer team will see Frieders on the mound, 4.10 ERA. He's pitched 26 innings, only given up 22 hits in those 26. 12 runs, 15 runs, 12 earned runs, and 30 strikeouts in 26 innings pitched. You know, it's impressive numbers for this new junior to this Pioneer team.
Yeah, he's been really impressive so far this year. He's going to be good, and hope to see him pick up where we left off Sunday with a couple of victories. I don't like the center field camera. They're too far over.
Very familiar Pioneer defense. It's the same starters we saw for the first game of Sunday's series, and very excited to see what happens here.
Lineup for Clarke. Lara at leading off, playing second. Bennett batting second and center. Thompson batting third at short. Perez the DH in the 4-hole. O'Connor the right fielder in the 5-hole. Brannon 6-hole behind the plate. Torres batting 7th at first. Fitzgerald, third baseman, batting 8th. Crowder in left, batting 9th. Pitcher will be Blake.
So Victor Lara will be up to bat, starting off for the Pride. Didn't get much action for him on Sunday, but he's hitting .415 on the season. He's got good numbers, 4 doubles, 22 hits. And we are underway.
I'm going to have to move that camera in. I can't handle it. You got this?
So the 1-0 is called for strike one, so we got 1-1 now. So 1-1 to Victor Lara. Here comes the 1-1. Bit inside, called for ball 2. Got the Pioneers out there in their victory reds, and this sort of a throwback for Clarke. You know, you look on the front, the old-timey logo there, as opposed to their pinstripes on Sunday, as this one's fouled off behind. So on Sunday, Lara in the second game, he was 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts, and it was not his game. This is a similar Clarke starters as we saw then, except for Johnny Blake. He was at first all day, but he will take the mound for the Pride. Victor Lara had a home run, or had a hit in the first game, which was an RBI, as he swings and misses that one for Tyler Frieders' first strikeout of the day. You know, that's a great start. Started off with a strikeout as Greg Bennett will be up to bat now. Bennett's hitting .276 on the season, 2 doubles, and in 29 at-bats, he's had 8 hits. He's gotten 8 runs in his 8 hits. He's a player with, he's only taken one walk and gotten hit once, as this one's inside, called strike one. Great pitching so far from Frieders. So here comes the 0-1. It's a bit outside. It's Hamilton behind the plate there, had to reach a bit for it. And it's going to bring up the 1-1. So here comes the 1-1 inside and high. Oh, they're going to say it clipped him. So I guess it clipped Greg Bennett, and he's going to get first base, bringing up Bubba Thompson. Thompson had a double in his last outing against the Pioneers, and he's been pretty consistent for this Pride team, hitting .333, 15 games started, 15 games played. Out of the team's 15, he's started every game, and he's gotten 16 hits in those 15 games, so getting at least one hit a game. Frieders is set, and here's the pitch. They're going to send Greg Bennett, and the throw from Hamilton is in time. So Greg Bennett gets caught stealing second base, and a great start for the Pioneers. Bennett gets hit, gets on, and Hamilton guns him down. So Bubba Thompson now 1-1. This one for ball 2. And, you go from one out, runner on first, to now 2 outs, no one on. And it's a very different situation for Bubba Thompson. Called strike 3, and Frieders retires the side. A great start for Frieders. No hits, none left on base, no runs, and no errors after hitting Greg Bennett. The Pioneers get out of that one with a pair of strikeouts for Tyler Frieders. And so taking the mound for Clarke will be Johnny Blake. Blake's got a .286 ERA on the season. He's 1 win and 2 losses in his 4 appearances. He's gone 22 innings. In those 22 innings, he's given up 16 hits and 21 strikeouts. So, he's a tough pitcher to hit on. But today's conditions are definitely in favor of the hitter as opposed to Sunday. The wind was blowing right at the hitter, helping the pitchers get the heaters in there faster. And so it'll be an interesting one. So you'll see Brannon behind the plate there. And, it should be a good one with Brannon catching. Thomas Brannon, he's a junior from Angelton, Texas. He's behind the plate for one of the games yesterday. And be very interesting to see Johnny Blake go from first base now to pitcher. You go from catching balls over at first base to now throwing. And we're going to bring up Sean Maple. So Sean Maple will lead off here for the Pioneers. Maple's hitting .304 on the season. He started in 13 games, played in 14. He's got 14 hits. He's averaging a hit in every game he's played in, and he's got 7 RBIs on the season. So hope he can get a hold of one here and do some magic for the Pioneers. As the first pitch is a ball, here comes the 1-0. The 1-0 from Blake outside, ball 2. The 2-0 had some contact on it, but it is fouled off, so it's now 2-1. I had a talk with head coach Thompson of the Pioneers about if the off day yesterday, was scheduled to be a game yesterday, if that had any effect on team mentality as this one's called for a strike. And he said, not really. You still got to go into the game and play it like any other game, since it is a home stretch here for the Pioneers with this series, and then Friday and Saturday taking on Central Methodist. The Pioneers open the season against two really good teams. Clarke ranked 20th in the nation, and the Pioneers eyeing to win the series against Clarke today, as this one's hit hard up the middle by Maple and fielded by Bennett. That's going to be us opening leadoff single for Sean Maple. Gorgeous piece of hitting there. Got all of that one right up the middle past Johnny Blake. And it definitely was what he wanted to do there. As it'll bring up Bryson Sherwood. Sherwood hitting .317 on the season with 11 RBIs. 20 hits in his 19 games. And a left-handed hitter here against the right-handed Blake. So it's 0-1 to him, and that one good for a ball. Welcome back is Chad Jenkins. Went to go fix the outfield camera there.
All good. Better picture for you.
This one inside for ball 2.
It's the sacrifices I make.
Absolutely. So it's 2-1 with Maple on first. This one hit high into foul territory. Fitzgerald gets over there and makes the catch for out number 1.
P5, if that's the third baseman, yeah.
So now Javier Melendez will be up, leads the team in hitting with a .356 batting average. 21 hits in 19 games is certainly impressive with 9 RBIs. You hope he's got 1 home run on the season. Maybe we'll see a second.
Let's hope so.
It's still early in the day as Javier Melendez steps into the box. Inside for ball 1.
Well, I heard their scouting report on Taylor Frieders when I was out there. The center fielder Bennett, who got hit, right? He got hit by a pitch?
Yes.
His scouting report to the left fielder, Crowder, was he threw me a first pitch cutter. Wasn't very good.
Well,
So we'll see. And the fastball straight.
He's clearly doing something right, though, as he has 2 strikeouts already. This one popped up into the middle of the infield. He bobbles it.
No.
Is Blake. He's going to get the out at second base as Maple was a little confused what to do there.
They may have done that on purpose to try to get a double play, but Melendez was hustling, so that helps.
So
I couldn't really tell.
That'll bring up Noah Castillo. Castillo has no home runs on the season, 9 RBIs, and 19 hits, averaging a hit a game.
Yeah, fielder's choice 1-4.
Great breaking ball there from Johnny Blake.
I didn't get the replay in time. It wasn't on purpose, I guess, but pitcher was tough play for the pitcher.
This one outside. Great hustle behind the plate there by Brannon.
What's the count?
It's 1-1. So now 1-1 to Castillo. See if Blake hits him with a inside breaking ball. Does not. There's strike 2. So 1-2 now.
Right. Yeah, nothing Maple can do there.
Blake gets set. The 1-2. They're going to send Javier Melendez, and the throw goes
It's a strikeout. It's over.
past Laura, but it is a strikeout, so it didn't matter. So Blake gets his first strikeout after giving up 1 hit and stranding Javier Melendez on base. Tiring the side there and bringing up the 4-5-6 for the Pride in Jose Perez, Brendan O'Connor, and Thomas Brannon.
let's do a 30-second commercial.
We'll be back after this. This is Jack Hancock alongside Chad Jenkins, welcoming you back to Heart of America Athletic Conference Baseball. Pioneers taking on the Pride of Clarke. We're tied at 0 after the Pioneers have a successful first inning defensively. 2 strikeouts for Tyler Frieders, and after hitting Greg Bennett, center fielder.
Is Frieders limping? What was that?
That's how he walks.
Is it just how he walks? He's kind of like an old man. My back's killing me. 21 years old. However old he is. What is he, a junior?
Yeah.
That's about right.
So Jose Perez up to bat now, hitting 120 on the season. 3 hits in 25 at-bats. This one in there for strike 1.
Frieder's going sleeveless today. Where's he from?
Billings, Montana. So, you know,
Yeah, this is just
sleeveless makes sense. 1-1 now. So the 1-1 to Perez. Swung on and missed strike 2. Great pitch there from Frieders.
I don't know if that was the cutter or the slider or whatever. I don't know his repertoire, but that disappeared off the barrel of the guy.
Perez. So here comes the 1-2. Fastball low, and it's 2-2. Infield's playing a bit back at second and short, and the corners are in. As this one's popped into left field, and Maple is there to make the out for the Pioneers.
I'll try to move this camera occasionally today for those corner shots, but no promises. I could have seen that one, though.
So Maple makes the catch, bringing up Brendan O'Connor. O'Connor hitting .265 on the season with 9 hits. He's got a home run to his name as well, so be curious to see what happens.
Frieders works very quickly, especially with the new speed-up rules. He gets it and throws it. It's really fun.
Really does. Does not give the batter much time to compose themselves, as it's 0-2 now.
If any of you big league fans remember Mark Burley, he would get it and throw it.
So the 0-2 looked at, and a strikeout for Frieders. Gorgeous pitch from Tyler Frieders there. I mean, he
just attacked and went right at him. Pitching quickly, the hitter with an 0-2 count is probably looking for something off speed. Just ace him with a fastball in the outside corner.
So here's Brandon coming up to the plate now, one of the better hitters on the Pride roster. He's got hitting .333. Takes the first pitch into right field. Tracing back is Vogel, and he does not make the catch.
What?
I guess he dropped it there. Can't quite see. But Vogel drops it and brings Brannon to second. Going to bring in a courtesy runner for Brannon. It's going to be number 0, Andrew Swartz.
That's a double. It looked like it went over his head. He never really had it.
Went over the head of Vogel, and Brannon opens it up. First hit there for the Pride as a double. So Kainoa Torres up to bat now. Torres is hitting .125 on the season, 2 hits in 16 at-bats. One of those hits was a double, as this one's rocketed foul. So now it's 0-1. Frieder's taking his time with Torres. Gets set. Looking at the runner and delivers.
With the runner on second, you have to wait a little bit longer as the catcher's giving you multiple signs so that the runner can't relay what's coming to the hitter. So it takes a little bit longer to figure out what you want to throw with a guy on second.
So now 0-2. He's going, and it's hit over to Dio Cornette. Cornette throws to Castillo in time to make the final out of the inning. So one hit, great double by Thomas Brannon into deep right field, but it was not enough as the Pride come up empty. And we're back.
Oh, really? Was it a mercy rule? So not even 9 innings. That doesn't count.
5.2.
Oh, that's not real.
So Dio Cornette now up to bat. Bit outside, strike one. You know, Cornette, one of those players who's hit 3 home runs for the Pioneers this season, as he sends this one into deep right field territory, but quite a ways foul. So now it's 0-2 to Cornette. And here it comes. Swung on, missed, strike 3. He really must have hurt us and wanted all of that one. But unable to as A.J. McMahon up to bat now. Another player, 3 home runs.
And McMahon's got some juice.
McMahon's hitting .226 on the season. He's got 12 hits in his 17 starts.
12 hits and 7 of those for extra bases.
Did not start in the second game yesterday.
What did he call that?
Strike.
Okay. I got the shortstop blocking my view here.
This one swung on, hit over to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald to Torres. Was he in time? No.
Was who? What?
Well, I thought, yes, he's out.
Okay.
Apologies. Thought McMahon was in time. McMahon almost ran that out, but unable to, bringing up Drew Woodley now.
It looked like McMahon was trying to guide that to the left side.
Second and shortstop, both playing back pretty far.
That's pretty standard depth for turf and in general.
Breaking ball in there for strike one. Great effort by the catcher Brannon to get that one as it looked like it was going away from him. And so now it's 1-1. Swung on and missed. Really wanted all of that one, didn't he?
He takes a nice hack every time.
Let's see what Woodley can do outside. Quite a ways outside. So it's 2-2.
Woodley walks a lot and gets hit a lot. He was the leadoff man most of last season at the beginning of this year.
This one hit foul.
Generally does long, deep at bats.
He's been hit 6 times this season, and he's walked 6 times. His on-base percentage is 120 points higher than his batting average. This one hit up the middle. Great hitting there by by Woodley right back at the pitcher, and he's going to get safe in there at first base with a single, bringing up Frank Vogel. Vogel hitting .234 on the season with 4 RBIs, hoping to advance a base runner here. See what he can do as he steps into the plate, left-hander against the right-handed Blake. Outside, you know, Woodley's got a pretty large lead over there at first base.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked to see him take off at some point in this sequence. 2 outs, try to get in running and scoring position for Vogel.
He's got 6 stolen bases. He stole one on Sunday. And there it is. Swing, miss, and safe in at second is Drew Woodley. So, got a runner in scoring position now for Vogel. But you've got 2 outs as well. You know, if Vogel could hit this one, you know, just into the left field gap, be a potential run here for the Pioneers.
Yeah, any single into the outfield, they will send Woodley with 2 outs and his speed.
Still taking a pretty good lead over there at second and a hop after, as that pitch is in there for a third pitch strike. So 1-2 now. Here comes the 1-2. Got him looking, strike 3. Vogel thought it was a bit high, I guess, and that's going to retire that one for the Pioneers. 1 hit, 1 left on base, no runs. Welcome back, friends. This is Jack Hancock welcoming you back to Pioneer Baseball. So leading off the third inning for the Pride will be McGuire Fitzgerald. Great pace this game is moving with.
Yeah, that's been the theme of the season, really. The speed-up rules, and all the pitchers have made the adjustment. They don't want automatic balls called on them. So they're getting it and throwing it.
Yep, and the first pitch to Fitzgerald is fouled off. That one in there for a beautiful strike. Swing and a miss. And hoping to get him here. So Fitzgerald hits this one deep into center field. And Woodley's going to get it, but he's going to get a single. So Fitzgerald, great little hit there, right over the shortstop's head. And gets on base, bringing up Kieran Crowder. Crowder hitting .250 on the season with 4 hits and 16 at-bats.
Frieders showed a few batters ago that he will attack you on 0-2, so he was ready to go 0-2 and they get that 0-2 single.
Crowder.
Go ahead.
Apologies, but Crowder showing a bunt there as that one's past him for strike 1.
It's really frustrating to allow 0-2 hits, but that's part of it. It happens.
This one hit foul. 1-1 now. Going back to first is Frieders. Does he get him? No, but very close. So now it's 1-1. Showing bunt again, but outside. So it's 2-1. I wonder if Crowder will try and lay one down other than just showing bunt. Be curious to see here.
Probably will. The Clarke has shown that they're playing small ball this weekend in this weather.
Fastball thrown hard from Frieders into foul territory and over the net. So it's going to be 2-2.
Frieders gave that one a long look. Hamilton knew it was out right away, but Frieders was going for it. Pitchers want those outs a little bit more than everybody else, it seems.
Boy, does it.
It's like it's not your name that has an L or a W next to it. I'll go get the ball.
And so Frieders gets set, and the 2-2. Just a bit inside, and now we got a full count.
That may have been in the zone, but those high breaking balls are very rarely called, and I agree that they shouldn't be, but looks closer than it really is.
See if he gets him here with his fastball with 2 strikes. He does, and it's gotten a hold of into center field. And Woodley is there to make the out. Great pitching there from Frieders. And we're going to bring up Victor Lara. Struck out in his first at-bat, 0 for 1 on the day.
Laura's been held relatively in check so far this series. I expect him in one of these games he's going to have a 3 for 4. So hopefully he stays a little bit cold at this moment with a runner on.
Frieders goes to first. And Lara, switch hitter, was batting right-handed in his last at-bat. Struck out. Now he switches to the left. See if that'll help him at all. Throw from Frieders gets Castillo off the bag by quite a bit.
His last at bat Sunday, not today, right?
Today, I believe.
Surely he wasn't hitting right-handed to start this game off.
Inside, and Hamilton looks to get another caught stealing, but it overthrows the second baseman, Dio Cornette, and that's going to bring McGuire Fitzgerald the third. So give him 1 stolen base and an error there. From Hamilton.
Stolen base E2. And a ball.
So it's 1-0 now, and this one fouled off behind.
Yeah, that throw got away from Bryson. It was up and in. He had to avoid the batter. It kind of slipped out of his hand a little bit. He'd like that one back. Infield in now with 1 out and the runner on third.
Wouldn't be surprised if we see a bunt here down the first base line.
The infield in is designed to kind of take that play away, but possibly.
And so here it is. It's a ball. So, Frieders is definitely getting hit by this mental wave of... His mentality is definitely attacking him a little bit here. Got to get back on the horse and stay on top of it mentally. As the 3-1 is swung on, fouled, and we got a full count.
He's also saying with a runner on third and 1 out and their best hitter at the plate, a walk isn't the worst thing in the world. It would set up a double play. He's definitely not going to miss over the middle of the plate, so he's nibbling here. Going for the strikeout now with 2 strikes.
See if he hits him with that fastball with 2 strikes. Does.
Good take. Really good take from Lara.
I mean, that's why Victor Lara leads his team with hitting. He's a great ball player. Bringing up Greg Bennett. Got hit in his last at-bat and then tried to steal second and did not go so well for him with Hamilton behind the plate. Wouldn't be shocked if Lara takes second here with 1 out.
Yeah, what are his numbers, stolen base numbers?
Victor Lara has 2 stolen bases on the season, is yet to be caught stealing. So, wouldn't be shocked if they send him here as Bennett swings and misses. So that one wanted all of that, but couldn't quite get it. This one a bit outside for ball 1.
Frieder's looking for a strikeout. Double play. Pop up. Line drive at somebody. Anything to keep that runner at third.
1-1, you know, you'd think he'd go to maybe a changeup here. Gets him with that one, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, he didn't agree with you.
Did not.
Went with the heater.
See what he does here with 1-2. I know what Trevino would do here. Get him with that outside outside slider. Goes to the fastball and gets him. Swing and a miss from Greg Bennett. And strike 3, bringing up Bubba Thompson.
Blew him away with the fastball there, and a big triumphant roar from Frieders as that one was swung through.
So Thompson caught him looking in his first at bat, and then be curious to see what he does here. He's got 3 home runs on the season for the Pride. It's this one a bit outside. They're going to send Laura, and he gets second. So now they've got 2 runners in scoring position with Bubba Thompson at the plate.
Yeah, Laura batted left-handed his first at bat.
Oh, we did? Okay. Well, apologies there.
I went back and checked. I was like, there's no chance. He hit right-handed against Hurtado on Sunday. That's why
That's what
we
it
were
was.
thinking.
And there's the first strike. So it's 1-1 now. Frieders has a nasty fastball. I mean, he's just going to blow that thing right by you. Goes back to it. It's inside, though, for ball 2.
Yeah, he's throwing hard. I don't know what he tops out at. The guys had a gun on him earlier. They've got it on him right now. We could see if we can see that with your binoculars.
Swing and a miss there for strike 2.
You see him? These 2 Clarke guys right behind home plate. One has a gun. You might be able to see the number as it pops up when he throws it.
So it's 2-2 now. Wouldn't be shocked if he hits him with that
Fastball
that
up.
fastball up, maybe up and away. Hits him with it away, not up. And we're going to have a full count now with 2 on.
Look like a slider. I don't know what you'll throw here with a base open and they're 3-hole at the plate.
So
any number of ways you can go. You don't have to beat him in the zone here.
2 on, 2 out. And Frieders on the mound. Gets set. The pitch fouled off.
You see that?
Lucky for Frieders. He swung at that one and fouled it off. As looked to be a bit outside from here. And Frieders taking his time getting this pitch from Hamilton. Gets set. And delivers. Swung on and hit into deep center field. Woodley goes back for it, and Woodley's there to get the Pioneers out of that sticky situation with runners on the corners after the hit from McGuire Fitzgerald. And paid off for the Pioneers. So two left on and 1 hit, and we'll be right back.
Our boy Jack went down there and asked him. You could probably see that. He's coming back now. 87. So it's a good firm fastball, not overwhelming, but on a cold day, that's just, if you've got 90 in your tank, that's about what you're going to top out at it. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Bryson Hamilton leads off the bottom of the 3rd for the Pioneers. Jack's back. Were they friendly, or did they look at you sideways?
A little bit of both. This one swung on and fouled off.
Like, who's this guy?
So it's 0-2 to Hamilton. Hoping for another, maybe another double into deep left center field off the wall. This one outside. Good take by Hamilton. You could tell you wanted to swing at that one.
He wants to swing at all of them. He's one of those guys. Very aggressive.
This one outside again.
You spoke their language. What's he topping out at? That's a good baseball language to use. So they thought you were one of them.
Yes. So the 2-2 hit over in between the third and shortstop over to Thompson. Thompson gets it, throw over to first, not in time. And Hamilton's going to get on first base there with a base hit.
Yeah. And courtesy runner, who do we got? Calamayo. So an infield hit for Hamilton. That did sound like a parent, Anna. Were you thinking his dad was here? I heard, "Way to go, Hammy!" from the crowd. It sounded like a dad.
So this will bring up Sean Maple. Singled in his first at bat. Great hit right up the middle. This one's inside, but a strike. Crowds the plate quite a bit there. He's very close to the plate, as you've got Calamayo over there on first. Not taking a huge lead at first, but when you got speed like that, you don't need it. And they are going to send Calamayo. Calamayo does not beat the throw from Brannon. And Calamayo gets caught stealing at second, so now you got one out and no one on, which is what Sean Maple faced in that first at bat minus the out. He faced the no one on.
2-4.
Just not quite the jump that Calamayo hoped for on that one, as they got him.
Man, the Pioneers are not stealing bases at a very good rate this year.
This one inside for Maple. Thought he would have jumped out of the way of that one. And it's 3-1 now.
20 for 28.
Maple wanted all of that one, but misses. So it's a full count now to Sean Maple.
71%. That's not bad, actually.
This one, Maple gets contact on. It's into foul territory. And Torres is speeding over for it. Can't quite see if he got it. It doesn't appear to that he got it. Torres has got some wheels over there at first base.
It seems like the Pioneer stolen bases come on first and third plays more than straight steals of second. I would like to see our percentage of straight steals of second. That's the number that needs to be closer to 80%.
And the full count to Maple hits it over to Torres, and Torres is going to take that one himself.
3-U.
And it's going to be the second out of the inning for the Pioneers. Bryson Sherwood up to bat now, flew out to the third baseman.
Man, promising start to this inning. 9-hole reaches on a base hit. You got the top of the order coming up for their second time through. But a caught stealing and good contact from Maple, but right at somebody, and Pioneers are going to have to do it with 2 outs now.
So first pitch to the left-handed Sherwood is a ball. So it's 1-0 now. Outside again, 2-0.
You're going to see Bryson try to juice one here. Not a good pitch to do it with. Good take, 2-1.
See what he does here with 2-1. Let's see what Blake goes to with this 2-1 count. Ball had some break on it, but not enough, as it was a bit outside still for ball 3.
You went through Blake's numbers already, I assume?
Yes, he's been a relatively decent pitcher for Clarke.
Oh, yeah, those are great numbers.
As he now faces Bryson Sherwood with a full count, rips this one into right center field. And Bennett is there to retire the side, so 3 up, 3 down. Pioneers got a hit in that inning, though, so that's not necessarily a stat line you love to hear.
Johnny Blake, low ERA, low hits to innings pitched, 21 strikeouts in 22 innings, and a 203 batting average against. That's excellent.
And no errors over at first base. So a great defender there for the pride of Clarke.
Oh, he plays first as well?
He does, yeah. He played first in both of the games on Sunday.
Oh, that's right.
And now takes the hill. Wonder if they'll put him back at first for the second game today. Give him some time off.
Depends. Not a lot of throwing over at first, so there's no strain on the arm. Castillo does the same thing for us.
He's got good hitting. I mean, 286 batting average. He's got eight hits.
And a homer.
And a homer. 4 RBIs. So, pretty decent pitcher and all-around defender.
Yeah, nice two-way player. It's when you're at this level, the NAIA, and you've got scholarships, limited scholarships, and you want guys who can play both sides of the ball, and it's really valuable to have guys like Noah Castillo and Johnny Blake who can play every day, including on the mound.
So we're going to bring up the 4-5-6. So it's going to be Perez, O'Connor, and Brannon for the Pride. Perez flew out to left in his last at-bat, as he's going to take the plate now for the Pride. Let's see what Frieders goes with here on the fresh count. Nice little breaking ball there.
Just to get me over breaking ball to grab a quick strike.
There's the heater. So he's topping out around, what did they say, 87, which is impressive on a cold day like today to get 87 miles per hour off your heaters.
Yeah, I think he touches 89, 90 on a normal day.
That one looked to be around that 87 mark as it's fouled off. And so here comes the 0-2. Man, did that one have some heat to it, but a bit low. So 1-2 now.
How many times have we seen runners on third with less than 2 outs not score in this series?
I mean,
seems like it's been half a dozen.
Yeah. Just not what you want. It's this cold weather, not necessarily great for the hitters. You'd think today would be better for hitters, but I guess not, as this one's hit into right field. Vogel comes in, diving for it. Does he get it? He does.
Nice catch.
A great catch over there in right field from Frank Vogel. Brendan O'Connor up to bat now. Struck out looking in the last at-bat. Fresh count to him. Strike one.
Frieders works too quickly for us to look at replays. Just back it up on YouTube.
It's really, hammering it in. Like, the second he gets the ball back, he's going. It's the kind of pitcher you would hate to hit against.
Yes. He's always feeling like he's rushing you.
Yep. As this one's fouled off.
When I face guys like this, I just didn't back out of the box after a foul ball or whatever. Just stay there and get ready sooner than you normally would.
Yeah. That's all you can do. As this one in there for called strike 3. It's O'Connor's second time going down, looking. And Frieder's 5th strikeout.
That's one of the loudest hiccups I've ever heard. It was more of a scream.
So Brannon up to bat now, had that great double over the head of Frank Vogel in the second. Hoping to repeat that as he watches this breaking ball in there for strike 1.
Yeah, Vogel didn't see that one very well off the bat of, what is it again? Crowder?
Brannon.
Where are we? I'm way off.
We're in the 6th.
6 hole.
6 hole. That one broke outside. He swung.
And it looked like he got a late break on that last pop-up that he just dove for. So obviously vision issues from right fielders today because he's a good outfielder.
This one hit right back at Vogel. It's going. Still fair. Stayed in fair territory, and they're going to keep him at second. So he's got 2 doubles on the day for him. Thomas Brannon got a double of doubles.
There you go.
Pair of doubles to his name, and that's good for you from your 6 hole. He's
0 running, and he's
so Swartz coming in to run. I mean, that's his 4th hit on the season. He was 2 for 6 coming into this on the season, and he got 2 doubles in the span of 1 game.
And another 0-2 hard contact from Frieders. So live with the aggression and die with it.
Bumps his batting average up to 500.
Yeah, cranks that slugging percentage up. We love doubles as statisticians. Slugging percentage, OPS, all of it.
So it's 0-1 now. Frieders, the 0-1, just a bit outside. 1-1. So it's 1-1 now. Frieders gets set, takes a look over there at Swartz on second, and delivers. It's very eerie feeling, similar to the second inning. Fly out to the outfield, then a strikeout looking, and then a Brannon double. And let's see what Torres does now.
Nice.
Last at bat, he grounded out to the second baseman.
Nice block from Hamilton there.
You guys see the coach that came out? One of MNU coaches came out waving someone to the side.
And would expect Torres maybe to not swing at this one to look at it. No, never mind.
3-1 with a runner in scoring position, and the 8 and 9 holes behind you. It's up to you, buddy.
So we've got a full count for Torres as he fouls that one off. Let's see what he does here. Frieders delivers, and it's foul.
The hitter is at least trying to make us think he knows the signs. He's giving the hitter different signals. He gave a fist on the previous pitch and then a flat. So I don't think he knows the signs, and he's not trying to relay. He's just trying to make us think he is. But anything that you can do on the bases to make the pitcher think you've got something, it's a good way to go.
Absolutely.
So look at 0. Hitter's looking at him. He's thinking,
Swing and a miss, strike 3. A great pitch there from Frieders. Gonna get himself out of that situation with Brannon on second. So 1 hit, 1 stranded, and no runs scored by either team in this contest so far. We're gonna head into the bottom of the 4th, and we'll be right back. Welcome back, friends. This is Jack Hancock and Chad Jenkins bringing you today's coverage of Pioneer Baseball. So Javier Melendez in the box for the Pioneers. Reached on the fielder's choice in the first inning, or dropped catch from Blake there at first.
Yeah, a little blooper over the pitcher's head with a runner on first. They got that guy at second.
So it's 1-1 now. Pitch outside. 2-1.
This guy's working every bit as quickly as Frieder's. Just attack, attack, attack.
Definitely making the pace of this game go pretty quickly. Looking around 50 minutes so far, and we're through 3.5 innings. So the 2-2 to Melendez. Swung on, hit over the head of Torres, and it gets down for a base hit. Great little blooper over the head of Torres at first base for Melendez, and second time on base today.
I haven't seen much from Melendez because we haven't covered them very much. But I like his two-strike approach. He had that nice two-strike hit on Sunday, that shot to right field. And right there, just get your bat on it. Anything but striking out. Strikeouts have become no big deal in the last 10, 15 years. And so the strikeout numbers are getting huge.
As Castillo rips this one into left field over the head of Crowder. And they're going to stay. They're going to leave Melendez at second. And Castillo ripped that one. He got all of that ball into left field. Going to get himself a hit. And it's going to bring up Dio Cornette.
Did it really go over the outfielder's head?
It did.
How did we not keep it going then? What happened?
I think there was some confusion between Melendez at second. He got worried. He couldn't make it. Unsure what that confusion was. Maybe he tripped. Gonna have a mound visit here to go talk to Johnny Blake. Get into his head of, hey, you got 2 out? No, you don't have 2 outs.
No, you're in
Looking
trouble.
at the
You're in trouble, buddy. Start panicking. That's what they're saying. They're setting up their bunt defense is what they're doing probably. Plus, calm down. You're one pitch away. Get a double play. Get out of the inning. No big deal. You're fine.
So now you're going to bring up Dio Cornette, hoping to get another RBI.
What happened to Melendez? I'm looking at it on YouTube.
So Dio Cornette, 15 RBIs on the season with a runner in scoring position.
I think he may have missed second base or something.
Oh.
He reacted strangely right as he crossed the base and went back.
Not necessarily something you want to do.
No, that's a huge misplay. First and third, nobody out is a big difference.
Dio Cornette, man, he wanted all of that fastball. But he's a bit inside, misjudged where it would be, and swing and a miss for strike one.
He tends to get a little big with his swing with fewer than 2 strikes. He's trying to hit one out of the yard, but
it's pretty deep to center field here, 400 to deep center. As he takes this one, foul.
again, never saw a pitch he didn't want to swing at. He's one of those aggressive hitters, so it's feast or famine.
And let's hope it's feast.
Yeah.
So the 0-2 to Dio Cornette. Blake gets set. Delivers. And a swing and a miss from Cornette. Second time going down on strikes today, but it's going to bring up A.J. McMahon. McMahon, another person who can really get a hold of the ball and get some distance on it, hoping he will do that here for the Pioneers.
Dio hit the catcher there on his backswing and then stuck around to apologize, so all good. I'll show you that in a second.
So here comes the fresh count to McMahon. Inside, but called for strike one. Let's take a look at that. Swing and, oops.
Oh, he smacked his bat in frustration. It wasn't the backswing. That's funny.
Now it's 0-1 McMahon right at the net behind him, fouls it off.
So he smacked his bat in frustration and then knocked the barrel into the catcher's face mask. And the catcher was like, "What's up, bro?" And Dio was like, "I'm sorry, but you do not want to mess with me. I am huge."
He really is. Inside, strike 3 called.
Good mound visit.
Got him looking. Yeah, something. Whatever head coach told. Whatever head coach told
Blake.
Johnny Blake out there on the mound.
He's thrown 6 straight strikes since then.
So Woodley's up to bat now. Had that single in the second inning and then stole second. Hoping to get some magic going for the Pioneers.
7 in a row. But I tell you what, Melendez is wearing that uniform out there at second base. He looks cool.
Boy, does he. Tall.
Come on, Woodley.
See what Drew Woodley does here. Swing and a miss for strike 2.
8 in a row.
8 strikes in a row. Johnny Blake.
And none of those foul either. Either called or whiffed that. We're not touching him.
He has clicked into gear here. And we'll be curious to see what Woodley can do here with the 0-2. Outside for ball. First ball he's thrown in 8 pitches. I guess more than 8 pitches because gave up that hit.
Right. Castillo's was also a strike. And so was Melendez. So that was 10 straight strikes at least.
And so Woodley now with 1 and 2, maybe chipping away a little at the confidence. 2 and 2 now. Blake seems like a player who gets in his head a lot as he's playing. He's got throws one ball, gets in there and throws another. Be curious to see what he does here with the 2 and 2. Delivers outside. Great block there from Brannon.
3 straight breaking balls low and away. He kind of lost the release point on that pitch. Do you give up on it or do you try to keep finding it?
So now a full count to Drew Woodley.
Runners should be off on this pitch.
Let's see what Woodley does here with the full count. Blake gets set, delivers. Runners are going, and Woodley pops it up to the third baseman. Fitzgerald makes the catch and gets Johnny Blake out of that sticky situation. Infuriating for the Pioneers. You have a leadoff single and then another single after that, and then back-to-back strikeouts, and then Woodley flies out there. So not what the Pioneers hoped after the start of that inning.
Even the Melendez base running mistake wound up not mattering. It was 2 strikeouts and a pop-out. They wouldn't have scored anyway, but who knows? Maybe it goes differently. But, yeah, that was...
And so this will bring up McGuire Fitzgerald, who had that single in the third inning and then stole second and then reached third on that error. It was a whole turn of events that got him over there.
I want to see what happened to Melendez one more time. Yeah, he missed second base.
So Frieder's out there as, he's been doing a pretty stellar job for the Pioneers.
Watch this.
6 strikeouts. Melendez just missed second base. Had to go back and get it.
Umpire was looking right at him too. We would have gotten him. If you're watching on the Heart Network, go to MNUsports.com, find the YouTube link. Give us a chat. Tell us who you're rooting for, where you're watching from.
As this one's foul ball off the top of the dugout. Or, no, it looks like there was a bit of a collision between some Pioneers.
Frieder's slid basically into the dugout. He's fine. Looks like it anyway. Strike 1.
So it's 0-1 now for that foul ball.
Really excited about playing at home next weekend.
Yeah, be able to see without these canopies as Fitzgerald gets a hold of this one, sends it high. Castillo's called off by Cornett. Cornett gets it and makes the first catch and out for the Pioneers.
You mean this weekend?
Yeah, our press box is higher. There's no obstructions except for the poles blocking first base, but that's not a problem. We don't have screens in front of our windows.
Victor, center field camp.
People don't get mad when we leave our stuff in their press box.
So Kieran Crowder now gets that one as Sherwood dives for it. Sherwood to Castillo gets him in time. A great defensive play there from Bryson Sherwood. You know, Sunday was not his day on defense. Had a couple of errors, missed some balls, missed some throws. And let's take a look at this Derek Jeter-esque play from Sherwood. Man, what a slide for it. Gets the ball and makes the play in time. So that'll bring up Victor Laura.
Nice. Yeah, lost his glasses, lost his hat, found the out.
Great breaking ball there from Frieders, but it's a ball.
Okay. That's a cool shot from center field. You'll see that later on Instagram.
This one hit hard by Victor Laura into the gap in right center field. Vogel gets to it. The throw to second, not in time, but great effort there from Vogel, and Victor Laura is going to get a double.
Well, you knew he was going to do something, but at least it happened with nobody on base, and if we can get the next guy, it won't matter. So
Greg Bennett up now. Struck out in the third and got caught stealing in the first after getting hit.
looks like Laura was limping off the bases, and are they going to run for him?
He's holding his hamster, his quad.
Yeah, he's gone. He's high-fiving people. This is a straight-up pinch run situation, not a courtesy runner, and it's 0.
So it's going to be Swartz coming out to pinch run for Victor Laura.
So when they courtesy run again, if they courtesy run again in this game, it cannot be Swartz. He is done after this appearance.
Pitch from Frieders, outside, ball 1.
The rules in the NAIA are starters can re-enter once in the game.
Oh.
Swartz is not a starter, so he is officially a sub right now. The courtesy runner is not an official sub.
So Lara could re-enter one.
Yeah, Laura will come back probably if he's not too badly injured.
But if he gets sub again, he's out.
Correct.
Curious what happened to him there after that.
He slid into second, came up, maybe he was kind of working the groin area or the quad. I don't know. Uh-oh.
This one hit into center field over the head of the second baseman. And that's going to be an RBI for Greg Bennett. Going to pick up the first run of the day. So Swartz comes in to run and rounds the bases for the Pride.
2-out rally, man. 2 outs, nobody on. Laura gets one in the gap. Bennett finds a hole. Nice single up the middle on a 2-0 pitch. And they've broken through.
Bubba Thompson up to bat now, hoping to bring in Greg Bennett maybe even on this 2-out. Try and get a bit of a rally going as this one looked at for strike 1. If you're Frieders, you know you got to just stay calm, stay cool, stay collected, and stay in it. Here comes the 0-1. So now 0-2 for Frieders. Let's see if he goes back to that fastball here.
He's been hit 0-2 a few times today.
Bit outside off that heater. Not someone you want to give a fastball to right down the middle. Bubba Thompson, 3 home runs on the season, would absolutely take that one out if he gets the contact with it. But no, he swings and misses for the drop third strike. And they get out of that, only giving up 1 run and 2 hits for the Pioneers, 1 left on base. And it'll bring up the bottom of the 5th inning. Pioneers got to get some offense going here as we're nearing the close of this one.
There he is with the hair, right? 9?
Yeah.
He's back out there.
Yep, Victor Lara back out there at second base. Or they switched him over to shortstop.
No, I think he's just there for the warm-up. You want to make a longer throw between innings, so he's out there beyond second base.
Gotcha. As there comes the shortstop, Thompson out. And so leading off this inning for the Pioneers will be Frank Vogel. Struck out looking in the second inning, so 0 for 1 on the day. Hoping to get some magic going for the Pioneers here at the Creekside Baseball Complex.
So if he strike out, why did he run?
Drop third strike if you're unaware. We'll teach Anna the little baseball rules today. You have to catch it. You have to catch the final out. So Hamilton didn't catch it cleanly, and you're allowed to try to go to first.
So I put a strikeout 2-3.
That's correct.
And so Vogel stands into the box. He's ready. Outside, ball 1.
So occasionally you will have 4 strikeouts in an inning. If the ball gets away and they can't get him at first, it's still a strikeout, but
Vogel
not an out.
Wanted that one. Unable to get it though, so 1-1 now. Nice break on that one, right into the zone for Johnny Blake. Blake gets set, delivers inside.
I don't think he went.
So it's 2-2 now. And Vogel gets that one into left field. Crowder was there to make the catch.
He's falling, stood back up.
And it's going to bring up Bryson Hamilton. Singled in his last plate appearance. Maybe he'll get some magic working for the Pioneers here in this 5th inning of play.
What, he fell down and then recovered and caught that?
Very impressive there from left fielder Crowder. So Hamilton in the box, 2-0 to him. And here comes the 2-0. Hamilton wanted that one. Unable to get it. Swung out of his wrist guard there.
Yeah, that was a 2-0. He was looking 2-0 heater to try to tie the game, and he did not get one.
Outside, ball 3. I wouldn't be surprised if they, hit him with another breaking ball here, try and walk Hamilton.
No, they won't try to walk him, but they won't throw him a piped fastball here either. Nope.
There is the 4th ball for Hamilton. So the on-base percentage continues to go up. Great weekend, or
yeah,
I guess.
He's had a nice series.
Yeah, series. I guess it's not the weekend anymore, and they're going to courtesy run with Joey Calamayo. So Sean Maple up to bat now. 1 out.
Right.
So let's see what Maple can do. Fresh count to Maple inside. And ball 1. So it's 1-0. And here it comes. Another one inside for ball 2.
Pioneer base runners might be a little skittish. Calamayo thrown out earlier in the game, but still got to stay aggressive. You're not going to get too many opportunities against really good pitching and a really cold day.
Boy, is that true, as this one's popped up to the third baseman, Fitzgerald.
Ouch.
He's there to make the catch, so it's going to bring up Bryson Sherwood. 0 for 2 today, flown out to the third baseman and the center fielder, hoping to rectify his mistakes and get something on the board here for the Pioneers.
With Calamayo's speed, we'll need to find a gap. Get one over the head of somebody.
Love a hit over the head of Thompson over there at shortstop, right into that. right into that gap would be.
Well, clearing the outfielder's head is what we're looking for here.
Let's see what he does here. Sherwood pops it up into center field. Tracking it is Bennett. Callum Miles just going to keep running as Bennett's going to be there to make the out. So the Pioneers go down with no hits in that inning. One stranded on base. It's Bryson Hamilton. And it'll bring up the 6th inning. Pioneers down 1-0. We'll be right back. Welcome back, friends.
Sideways throw.
Richard Castillo watching, his son Noah, waiting for the offense to break out.
Pitch a bit high there to Jose Perez. Takes ball 1. We were just reminiscing over that last inning. Great diving play from Bryson Sherwood over there at shortstop. So it's 2-1 now. And here comes the 2-1 to Jose Perez. Got him there, and it's 3-1 now. So the 3-1, he went full count now. Great pitch there from Frieders, staying alive in this 3-0 count. And making sure doesn't get a walk to Jose Perez. The 3-2, got him looking. A great strikeout there for Tyler Frieders. Gets another one. He's got 8 strikeouts on the day, and man, is that impressive. It's going to bring up Brendan O'Connor now. The right fielder 0 for 2 has gone down on strikes twice today, both looking, and should be interesting to see what he does here.
Spring break. Kyle Olson in the house today, in the crowd. Former Pioneer great left-handed pitcher. I think he's second all-time in victories.
Wow.
Or he was when he finished, anyway.
Swing and a miss for strike 1. Maybe some new Pioneers up and coming can surpass him. Certainly the hope with the Pioneers this season, as this one's fouled off. Second strike.
Yeah, Ole was just a really solid left-handed pitcher. Posted every start. I don't think he ever missed a start, and just was on some good teams, racked up some victories.
And there's the swing and a miss for strike 3. Got 3 strikeouts against Brendan O'Connor and started this inning with back-to-back strikeouts, bringing up Thomas Brannon. Brannon's doubled in both of his appearances today. It'll be very curious to see what he does here in his 3rd appearance in the 6th inning.
Everyone's yelling, "Your way, Frank," as he's gotten it out to right field a couple times. Busting him inside here, not letting him do that anymore.
Yeah, you can see Vogel back there in right playing a bit deeper than he was earlier. This one a bit high. I suspect he's probably not going to hit him with a ton of high fastballs. Maybe he'll bunch him up with a couple or get him outside with one. As this one grounded over to Dio Cornette. Cornette takes it off the hop. Over to Castillo. And that's 3 up, 3 down for the Pioneers.
2 more offensive chances for the Pioneers to try to get 1 run across. It's been tough sledding so far. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, friends. This is Jack Hancock and Chad Jenkins welcoming you to the 6th inning of Pioneer Baseball. You're going to have Javier Melendez at the plate. Got that single in the 4th inning, hoping to get something going here. One fouled off into the abyss of the woods behind us. And it's 0-1 now. Bit outside, ball 1.
Pioneers have had a handful of chances. Nothing cashed in.
Melendez hoping to repeat his single as this one's outside, ball 2. So it's 2-1 now. Melendez has been on base twice today. Reached on that fielder's choice in the 1st. And now we've got 3-1.
Fans chirping at the ump a little bit.
And there's ball 4.
Let's go.
So Melendez on base, bringing up Noah Castillo. Had that great hit into left field in his last at bat. You know, Melendez is going to make sure he touches second base this time.
Right.
We'll be curious to see if Castillo can repeat what he did and get something going here for the Pioneers late in the game in the 6th inning. In the NAIA doubleheaders, you only play 7 innings, and so this one nearing the end.
Castillo, a double play candidate. He hits the ball hard. He hits the ball on the ground a lot, so looking to lift here. Nice pitch.
Nice pitch there from Johnny Blake. You know, a lot of these Clarke players have nice heads of hair, flowy heads of hair.
You're right.
And here's the pitch to Castillo outside, ball 2. So now it's 2-1 for Noah Castillo, the right-handed first baseman and pitcher for the Pioneers. Got the start in the 2nd game yesterday.
How about your first homer of the year right here, Noah?
Boy, would that be awesome. Ripped it into foul territory. Can't quite see. I think it's out of the playable area into the bullpen. I think.
Out of play. Yeah, he's still up there, so apparently can't see anything.
So out of play into the bullpen there. And it's 2-2 now for Castillo. See what Castillo can do here. Maybe get something going for the Pioneers. Took 2 balls early in the count. As this one's hit hard up the middle to the shortstop, bobbled off the glove. And that was great for the Pioneers. What looked like it could have been a double play hit hard at Thompson, ended up reaching Castillo to first base.
And we'll take a look. It's probably a hit as you go into a slide for it.
Right off the glove, he's sliding for it.
Yeah. It's a hit, but should have been a double play. That wasn't that hard of a play. And we're going to pinch run here.
It's going to be Calamayo.
Calamayo again.
So
Get that go-ahead run with some speed.
If Hamilton gets on, wonder
Dio.
who will
This is Dio. Oh,
courtesy run for him later, now that Calamayo has been in as a sub. So Dio Cornette up to bat now. Last time we had an eerie situation to this. Runners on first and second with Dio Cornette up. He struck out. He's 0 for 2 on the day with 2 strikeouts. So, hoping to get something going here for the Pioneers.
He bunted a couple times last year. Wouldn't be a horrible idea.
He does lay down a bunt, but misses. And it's strike 1. So, 0-1 now. Here is the 0-1 to Dio Cornette. Ball hit into left field. Crowder's going for it. Crowder gets to it. Melendez thought about going there, but stays. So, Dio Cornette flies out to left field, and it's going to bring up A.J. McMahon.
I don't mind the swing there. The wheel play was on, so if he was able to just punch that on the ground anywhere, it would have gotten through, but he got under it. 1 out now.
A.J. McMahon at the plate now, left-handed, and this at bat, hoping to get something. You got a runner in scoring position, the go-ahead run on first. And let's see what the Pioneers do here. Good take there for ball 1.
Need a bigger lead from Melendez. He's blocking McMahon as he takes his lead.
So it's 1-0 now. Takes that one again for ball 2.
Chuck and hit the enter key before he completed that sentence. On the YouTube chat. I'm not just having a stroke. Yeah, 200 on YouTube and 200 more on the Heart Network. Or they may have been the same people, I don't know.
This one outside for ball 3, so it's 3-0 now.
You could give the green light here. You're pretty certain you're going to get a strike. And a predictable strike from a pitcher like this is a good time to juice one, but I think I'd give the take sign if I'm coaching. And he did.
And there it is for strike 1. So it's 3-1 now to A.J. McMahon. McMahon's walked 9 times on the season and been hit once, so decent numbers there as he fouls this one off. So now he's got 3-2 to him. Full count to A.J. McMahon in what looked like a, 3-0. Started as 3-0. Now it's 3-2.
Liz and Chuck Thompson watching Trevino and Castillo from Texas. Big pitch in the game right here.
Takes it for ball 4.
Oh, I thought I heard someone ring him up. Maybe that was a fan with wishful thinking.
Believe it was, and it's going to bring up Drew Woodley now. So Woodley hoping to hit something into the gap, maybe over the head of an infielder. They're going to go take a time and talk to Johnny Blake on the mound. and see if they can, last time they had a mound visit, Blake came out and threw, 9 strikes in a row almost.
Pretty impressive.
And we'll see if he does that.
Are there two
again.
outs?
There's only 1 out.
Oh, why do I have 2 outs on here?
So 1 out, bases loaded. Taking their time with this mound visit as now the coach comes out. Be curious to see if they keep Blake in.
I think you got
6th
to.
inning here.
Unless you have a superstar reliever right now, I think this is Blake's game. And he's been great.
He is at 102 pitches, so you've got a couple relievers in that bullpen that have been pretty decent. Brendan Boyley pitched 1 inning, walked 1.
Greg Bennett seems to be the closer. So Woodley, remember, he's been the leadoff man for a long time, and now he's in the 6 or 7 hole. But he's the same hitter, so he gets on base a lot. He draws walks. He gets hit. He's got some pop. First at bat of the season left the yard.
So let's see what Woodley can do here. Bases loaded. Hits this one into foul territory. Even with Melendez on third, a deep enough hit could bring in a run.
Also, the bunt for hit is an option for Woodley, too. He's got that in his repertoire, so hopefully we can get something going here. Good take.
Takes that one for ball 1, so it's 1-1 now. The 1-1 to Woodley. Outside, ball 2. Great effort there by Brannon to block that one. Didn't think he'd be able to get to it, but he got to it. So it's 2-1 now, 1 out. Bases are loaded. Hit hard up the middle, and a double play to end the inning. Line out right into the glove of Victor Lara. And they get Castillo's pinch runner Calamayo over there at second.
L4 DP, and then X for Calamayo. I was just about to say, too, I'm like, as a base runner, you can't let anything weird happen right here. You can't get picked off or get caught on a line drive or whatever. So Calamayo took off on contact here, and that was too easy.
So not what the Pioneers drew up there with the bases loaded.
I don't think there was much he was going to be able to do, because he would have taken, even at his least aggressive, he would have taken a step and then looked and then catch tag and he's out. But yeah, Calamayo might be in the outfield and Vogel might go to first. That's probably what they're going to do.
They are sending Vogel over to first base.
Calamayo in right.
So that brings Castillo out.
Yes. If that spot comes up again, they can re-enter Castillo, and he'll hit in the 7th, hopefully.
And so, sticking with Frieders on the mound for the Pioneers, he's done. I mean, he's been great today.
How many pitches?
95 pitches and 9 strikeouts. So,
yeah, he's been great. Offense has given him some chance. They've had their chances, but been thwarted so far.
So Kainoa Torres steps up to the plate, struck out in the last at bat, 0 for 2 on the day, grounded out to the second baseman in the 2nd inning. A lot of 2s there.
Agreed.
That one a bit high. You can see, he's a bit tight, a bit shaken up. Got to get loose, especially on a cold day like this. It's hard to stay warm when an inning takes as long as, that half inning took some time. As this one right down the middle for strike 1.
Frieders from Billings. He's not cold. Look at this. Hitter's trying to take some time, tightening his strap. Frieder's up there.
Trying to slow down Frieders' fast-paced play as this one's over to Sherwood. In time to Vogel. And that's going to be the first out for the Pioneers. So 1 out. It's going to bring up Maguire Fitzgerald. Got a single in the 3rd inning, so he's 1 for 2 on the day. Takes that one for strike 1. As Frieders hopes to get out of the 7th and hand it back over to the Pioneers offense and hope they can get some magic brewing. Be curious to see what the Pioneers offense can do when they come out, as this one's popped up. Melendez calls everyone off and makes the catch. It's going to bring up Huron Crowder 0 for 2 on the day. The fly out and a ground out, and their 7, 8, and 9 collectively on the day are now 1 for 8 so far, so see what he can do here. Great breaking ball there from Frieders, and it's going to be strike 1. Ball had some nice break on it as he takes this one for strike 2.
Same pitch, same result. He's got anything available to him right now. 0-2 after a couple of breaking balls taken.
See if he hits him with that Frieders heater. And he does! Swing and a miss, strike 3. Pioneers get out of the 7th inning with another 3 up, 3 down inning.
3 straight breaking balls from Frieders there. Take, swing. Dominant at bat. His 10th strikeout. Pioneers need to get him a win here. Get a couple runs in the bottom of the 7th.
Double-digit strikeouts. We'll be right back. Welcome back, friends. We're here in the bottom of the 7th. Pioneers need to get something going here, or this one will be over.
8-9-1 due up for the Pioneers.
Gonna have Vogel.
Got him. Here we go.
And he takes the first pitch and takes first base. It's gonna bring up Bryson Hamilton.
And I got Josh Hinojos out there, the speedster, and I don't think we'll steal anytime unless there's 2 outs and he's still over there, but got some wheels now.
So Hinojos comes in to pinch run for Vogel, who's moved from right field to first base, and Bryson Hamilton will be up. I wonder who will courtesy run for Hamilton now that we've gone through Hinojos and Calamayo.
He won't need to. He'll be trotting.
It certainly is the hope. With Hamilton now up to bat. 1 for 1 on the day. Walk in the 5th inning. Inside, strike 1.
Caden Brown, I think, has courtesy run a few times, right? He might be the option.
So Hamilton wanted all of that one. Swung out of his elbow guard again, and it's 1-1 or 0-2 now.
No matter the results, he is fun to watch hit. He is up there hacking away, trying to walk this baby off. Aggressive.
Trying to get Hinojos over there at first. unable to, and Hamilton now takes the 0-2. Let's see what, going back for Hinojos, trying to get one out to him. With the 0-2, one out, and then you get the strikeout. But that's the mentality of Johnny Blake over there on the mound. But I think Bryson Hamilton is going to take that one inside, very inside. Bit too close for comfort.
He's flinched a couple times on this, trying to get hit with that pitch. You can't think that way. Got to be aggressive, trying to swing it.
So it's 1-2 now. Here comes the 1-2. Inside again.
Oh. Oh.
2-2.
Come on, drive it out of the yard.
Going back for Hinojos again. Still can't get him.
You got to keep him uncomfortable over there at first. That's what Blake's trying to do.
So let's see what Bryson Hamilton can do here now with it being 2-2. Strike 3. Got him swinging on that one.
Looking.
And it's going to bring up Sean Maple.
After 4 straight breaking balls, he just blew a heater by him, and Hamilton was still looking at that breaking ball.
So Hamilton goes down on strikes, 1 out, 1 on first, and Maple at the plate. Maple up the middle to the shortstop, 6-4, 3, and that's going to end the game. So that ends it for the Pioneers, their first loss of conference play, and they will move into the second game of the doubleheader, hoping to maybe win the series or at least split it against the number 20 team in the nation. I mean, great outing from Tyler Frieders on first on the mound. Not much you can do. Johnny Blake moves to 2-2, and Frieders moves to 4-2 on the season. We'll be back for our second game in around 25-30 minutes. And see you later, friends.
Love you.